I have a banging headache. My heartbeat is in my. I need to do this. Feels like I'm having a heart attack. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Way too big of a challenge right now. Okay. Hey guys, can I ask you something? My name is Kyle and I've had a stutter for more than 20 years.
Mijn naam is Kyle Snelders. Ik ben 24 jaar oud. Ik kom uit Nieuw-Vennep.
3 years ago, I avoided any speaking situation because I was terrified of stuttering. It didn't just affect my speech, it affected my entire life. And today, I'm taking the first step into getting that life back. I'm giving myself 6 speaking challenges in Amsterdam. Some scare me, some really scare me. So let's see what happens. Let's go. So right now I'm on my way to the first challenge. That first challenge is the Starbucks. And I can't tell you how many years I've avoided Starbucks, even though I really appreciate a good coffee. But with the Starbucks, you have to introduce yourself. There isn't some kind of display where you have to fill in your order. You have to actually say it out loud, and after that, introduce yourself. The goal here today isn't just to produce the most fluent speech possible. It's just about facing the challenges and facing the things I've been avoiding for so many years. I'm at the moment a bit anxious, of course. I haven't done this in a really long time. But yeah, I'm taking you with me. So for these types of situations, I always carry a little card with me that in 2 sentences explains my situation. I have a stutter, that I'm working on resolving that stutter, and that I need a little bit more time to speak. So what I always do when I feel the tension rising in these high pressure situations, I like to show them the card. It takes a little bit of the tension off from me. So that's a really good way for me to face the challenge, but to set the expectation first, because otherwise my brain would be stressing, like they don't understand what's going on, they don't understand why I'm taking so long. So for me, that's a really good way to set the tone for the order or the conversation. Hi, let me first show you this card, please.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah? Okay, thank you. Can I get a small coffee, please?
Of course.
An Americano, if that would be perfect.
Tall, small Americano.
Yes. And my name is Kyle.
To go?
Yes, to go, please. So that was the first challenge of the day. I actually thought that went really good, so I see that as a victory. I've noticed over the last couple of months and years of doing these exposure challenges that it gets a lot easier when you show this card. Like I said, this card for me is kind of coming out for the fact that I have a stutter. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not, or I'm not trying to be anything that I cannot be. A fluent speaker right now. I'm showing them before the actual order, and that takes a lot of the pressure off, like I said. So for me, the card works wonders. There was a very large coffee, so right now I need to find a bathroom. In an earlier video, I already pointed out the importance of being okay with the fact that you stutter right now. There's a video that I've made that's called My Exact Roadmap to Resolve My Stutter, or something like that. And the first step in that roadmap is really to be okay with shouting it from the rooftops, shouting from the rooftops that you have a stutter, that you are struggling with that. I noticed right there with this last challenge is that it helped me really calm my nerves and just say it in a pretty fluent way. And there's also So step 2 from that roadmap, I explained that it's very important to regulate your nervous system as a person that stutters. A few years back, I would have begun this day already really stressed, already at a gear 6 or 7, like I said, and then it would be a lot harder for me to produce this result. I mean, I would be so stressed already before even thinking about going into the Starbucks. Over the last couple of months, I've really learned to regulate my nervous system and what that means for me. So I am overall a lot calmer than I was, what also is the reason I think that these challenges get a lot easier for me the more I do them. And by doing these exposure challenges, I'm also desensitizing my nervous system. The things that used to freak me out get a lot less scary by doing these challenges and actually getting a little victory out of that, no matter how small the challenge is. Right now I'm in this very beautiful Japanese store and I'm going to ask the guy at the register something without showing my card so that you can see the difference that it makes for me with the built-up tension. So let's do it. That is fire.
Is alsjeblieft. Is alles ook echt uit Japan gemaakt?
Nee, dat komt uit China.
Uit China.
Uit Japan.
Okay.
Het verschil te meten.
Okay.
So that was the first time that it didn't go as fluent as I intended it to be. I asked the guy at the counter if everything in the store was actually made from Japan, and what made it harder for me was it was a very busy store. There were a lot of people, a lot of sounds around me, a lot of impulses, and I did not show my card at the beginning, and I always noticed that it gets a lot harder then. But you know, that's some new data for me to take with me on my next challenge, that sometimes the challenge can be too big, but that shouldn't discourage you to try again. I'm a big fan of doing challenges that are up to your level. I've noticed that in the past I've tried to do a lot of really large challenges, like giving a speech for my family, and although I admire the people who do those kinds of things, I don't think it's the best approach to it, because when that big challenge goes wrong, you start to create more fear for that thing you already feared. It's not like your body experiences some type of relief. You face the challenge, but when it doesn't go well and you fear that thing even more, I think you're worse off than just doing the challenges that are up to your level instead of doing all of the big things. For me, the Starbucks challenge that I just did used to be a very, very large challenge for me, and I kind of did not expect it to go that well. So when I start to notice that these challenges that I'm doing are below my level, then I will obviously up the challenge, up the tension. The most important thing with these challenges is that you build them up gradually. I think the bigger the leaps, the bigger the chance of you failing. I think the smaller the leaps, it will take you a bit longer, but I think the smaller the leaps, the better for your nervous system, for your health, for everything. So that brings me to the next challenge, which is ordering another coffee, but this time not ordering it from a register, but really going to sit at a lunchroom or a restaurant and then waiting in anticipation for the waiter to come to my table, which is also a challenge for me, and I believe for a lot of people that stutter. So let's go. For this next challenge, for the coffee and the lunch, I was thinking about making the challenge a little bit harder. I will not show my card, but the restaurant itself is a lot more quiet than the store was. So I'm taking away one thing that's making it really hard for me, and let's see if that is the correct level where I'm at right now. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm very nervous, but yeah, let's do this. Hey, good afternoon. Let me check. I would like to order a coffee, please. And after that, I would like to order some food. But for now, only the coffee, please. Thank you, ma'am. So that order went really well, even though I did not show my card at the beginning. And I think it's mainly because of there are literally 2 people sitting here in this restaurant, and overall it's a lot quieter than everything else in Amsterdam. So that is another win. Let's go. I used to drink like literally 5 or 6 cups of coffee a day, and I have to say, since I've been drinking less coffee, my nervous system is a lot calmer. I am able to produce fluent speech more often because I limit my coffee intake to around 2, max 3 cups of coffee. So that's also something that comes into play when you're thinking about regulating your nervous system. So be smart when it comes to coffee. I have to say, I do feel a lot more tension right now because I'm not showing the card, obviously, and I want to ask the waiter some questions about the menu to make it a little bit more difficult for myself. I just realized that my microphone did not get the audio from my order, so that's really a bummer. The order went pretty well. I asked some other questions besides just giving my order, but as you can see in the video, probably I struggled with 2 or 3 words, but for now I still consider it a win because I did not show my card. I asked some other questions except instead of just giving my order, so I'm really happy about it and I see it as a win. And for now, the only 2 things I'm focusing on are the 2 following questions. Question number 1, what went well? I think it went really well that I did not show my card. I asked some other questions. It went overall pretty fluent. I think 2 or 3 words that weren't as fluent, but I still got my order out, so I'm really proud of that. And what will I take with me for the next time? When I feel this stutter or speech block coming for a word, I think it would be best to just blow out my residual air and just start again. But because I did not show my card, I was nervous to do so because then the waiter would think like, what are you doing? Are you catching a breath or something? But that is something that really helps me, but you gotta have the courage to do so even when you're showing your card or when you're not showing your card. So that is one thing that I would like to do next, is pretty much have the balls to do so. But for now, I'm happy. I see it as a win, and yeah, my food has arrived, so the nice carpaccio sandwich. Let's eat and unwind a bit because I'm still a bit shaky. So, but a win is a win. Thank you. Yes, it was delicious. Thank you. Can I have the bill in a minute?
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yes, thank you. For the people wondering what that was, it is Pride Week in Amsterdam at the moment. So there are a lot of colorful people around here in Amsterdam. So yeah, pretty funny. So I still have to talk to like 4 more people, I think. The challenge was talk to 5 random people and ask them something. So I was thinking I know a bookstore very close to here, and maybe I can just search a book with a lot of difficult first letters and then I can ask them if they have that book in that store. So maybe that's a pretty good challenge for now. If I do it with or without card, I don't know yet. I would like to obviously collect more victories instead of doing only the things that are a bit too out of my reach. So I'm thinking that the bookstore is a very good first place to start. So let's do that. I've asked ChatGPT to come up with book titles that include the letters that are hard for me, and he came up with 2 books. The Courage to Be Disliked, which I've already read. Amazing book, by the way, so that's a recommendation for you. And I think I'm gonna go with Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I've also read that book, but I sometimes struggle with that title as well. So like I said, I'm still contemplating if I show my card or not. I don't know how busy the shop is. I don't know how loud it is there, but we'll see in a moment. Pretty nervous again for this one, but yeah, I feel my confidence through this day has been going up because of the positive experiences I've had. And in the past, I would do a lot of things to really improve my confidence and make my speaking fears less. Like I tried meditating, I tried affirmations, but what I've noticed is that those things give out very little signals to your nervous system, and you're kind of avoiding the thing that you're actually meant to do, and that is exposure. Doing challenges with a good foundation, of course. Like you're not supposed to do every challenge when you feel like you don't have a speaking method that works, you don't have a nervous system that is regulated. But I think doing the challenge and being successful with it is way better than just thinking about it, meditating about it, doing affirmations about it. Those things have their place as well, but I think that is kind of a way of still avoiding what you're really supposed to do. So include that in your routine, but don't forget that the truthful way out of this is just facing things head on. So that's what I'm about to do. Excuse me, can I ask you something? I'm looking for 2 books. First one is The Courage to Be Disliked.
I think this one we have.
Okay, and the second one is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I don't know if you...
That one we don't have.
Okay,
But the courage to
okay, thank you.
Here.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I want to ask another question at the checkout without showing my card. So let's see how that goes.
Hi.
Hello, this one please.
Do you want the bag or you take it like this?
I will take it in my own bag. Do you perhaps know a place where I can get good coffee? Or
You need to. Yeah.
good coffee.
yeah,
Good coffee here is rare, but if you go on this street here,
Yeah.
there is a place called Good News.
good news.
They
Okay.
have
Yeah.
decent coffee.
Okay, perfect. Yes, thank you.
With the card?
So just reflecting on that interaction at the bookstore, I think it went again pretty well. I noticed that sometimes I take short pauses like this before continuing my sentence, and I don't see that as a bad thing. I see that as the first step into making longer sentences that are fluent. So again, I see it as a victory. What went well is that I was fluent, of course, but also I did not mind taking those short pauses in the sentences. Most times when I do that, I feel like I have to rush, especially when I don't show them the card. But this time, even though I did not show the card, I wasn't afraid to take more pauses, so that's a good thing. Then what I'm taking with me for the next time, one thing I've learned with stuttering is that the pressure gets higher when you look someone in the eye and they look back at you and you feel like you owe them an answer really quickly. So one thing I sometimes do it that is pretty counterintuitive, is that I just don't look at them. I focus on my internal world. I focus on the sentence that I'm about to say. I focus on my speaking method that I'm using, and sometimes it can be good just to focus on that and really block your external world out, even though some people may think that is rude if you're not looking at them. That's not really important right now. The important thing is that you build up your fluency, get a lot of good experiences with talking, a lot of victories, and when you get those, you eventually can go back to looking at people. But I think for the next time I will try to focus on my internal world, like I said, on the sentence, on the speaking method, and I will go from there. No, thank you, but I do have a question. Do you know where I can find Central Station?
Yes, if you walk through this,
Okay, and how many minutes is that walk? Do you know, is it very long or
probably 10.
10, 15 minutes? Oh, that's okay. Okay, thank you. Hi. Are all these shirts made from cotton or?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, okay, perfect. Thank you. So I'm almost through the day. I've done, I think, everything from the challenge list. I ordered a coffee from Starbucks. I ordered a coffee while waiting at a restaurant. I ordered lunch at waiting at a restaurant. But I do want to finish this day strong with one more challenge. So I'm going to think about that real quick. I think I want to explain someone my story and maybe explain what I'm doing right here, and then ask them to take a selfie with me. I know that may not sound like a very large challenge, but for me, a year ago, I would have never told someone that I had a stutter and that I'm working on it. So yeah, let's make that the last challenge of the day. I have to say, I was very confident at the beginning of thinking about this challenge. I have now thought about it that I would like to do this challenge to a group of people, not one person. So that raises the bar even more, and there's all the more chance for judgment, of course. You never know how people are going to receive it. I feel very nervous for this last challenge, but it's a very good way to close off a very successful day, in my opinion. So yeah, we just have to end it right. I also noticed that I'm very fatigued after a long day. I've been here the whole day. Every time I've done a challenge, my nerves have gone straight up, and now I'm starting to notice that things get a lot harder. I'm very tired. With that always comes the fact that my fluency really takes a hit. I can't take the nerves as well as at the beginning of the day, but yeah, they're all excuses, you know. I have to remember that it's not my goal to be completely fluent. It's okay if I fail, and that's one thing that has brought me down a lot in the last couple of years, is that every time I failed, even though I tried a new challenge, I was bringing myself down a lot. I really focused on the fact that I failed instead of the fact that I faced the challenge even though I was very insecure. So I think this is a very good reminder for myself to look at it like a challenge. You're okay to fail. This is a practice. This is a repetition in the gym. If you fail, it's okay. You at least tried it. You will try again next time, and maybe it will go even better. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. So let's go. I'm so nervous for this challenge. This is not even human. I feel like I'm about to explode. I have a banging headache. My heartbeat is in my ass. But yeah, I need to do this. It feels like I'm having a heart attack. Now is the point that I have to decide if I'm going to do it or not. I can't just keep walking around here doing nothing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, to be honest. It's way too big of a challenge right now in my eyes, but I want to finish strong, so I'm really conflicted right now. Hey guys, can I ask you something?
What?
Can I ask you something? I'm currently overcoming my stutter, and I'm making a YouTube video about it, and I was wondering if you guys would take a selfie. It would help me to prove that I've approached these people. If that's okay.
Not today, bro.
No? Okay.
Not today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Damn, that was rough. Oh my god, I watched that video back, and to be honest, right now I don't know if I'm going to put that in the YouTube video because I'm really ashamed about it. But maybe that's the whole point. I gotta say, my mindset with these types of challenges that are really hard has gotten a lot better. In the past, I would have maybe cried, maybe in the early beginnings. Right now, I'm thinking like I will never see these people again. I've tried. I was very afraid that I wouldn't have the balls to do this challenge, but I did it anyway, even though the words did not come out as I planned, but I could already feel that it was coming. It was a very long day. Like I said, I'm very fatigued. My nerves have been all places today, but I gotta end really positive. I'm really proud of myself. I did all these challenges. I think overall it went really good. What is one thing that went good with this last challenge? I think the one thing that went really good is that I was contemplating just going home, but then the video did not have a good ending. I was walking around for like 1.5 hours before I approached these people, so that was a really long time. So the win of this challenge is obviously that I eventually did approach these people, even though it did not go as expected. But let's focus on the win. The one thing I will take for the next time is probably to listen to my body a little bit more. I was pushing these challenges all day today, and sometimes you can feel inside your body when things will go right and when things will go wrong. I think it is good that you sometimes push through, but I think, like I said in earlier videos, you don't always have to white knuckle through it. You also have to listen to your body, because sometimes after a long day like this, it is right. When it says to you, we are not going to do this, this is too hard of a challenge right now, 9 times out of 10, it's right. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do the challenge, but I think I should listen to my body a bit more. Maybe this was a little too far out of reach after such a long day, but like I said, I still consider it a win. We will go on to the next challenge. Maybe I will do this weekly, so please guys, let me know what you think about these videos. I obviously don't like making them but if it obviously helps me, maybe you get inspired to face some of your own challenges. So like I said, let me know if you would like me to make more of these kinds of videos. And to look back on this day, I look back at it as a very successful day. So yeah, all in all, it was a victory. Now I'm gonna go home, enjoy my victory, and just relax for a bit. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you subscribe to see more of these kinds of videos. Leave a like if you think this video was inspiring to you, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Quick thing before you go, I'm recording this part back home because there's something I need to tell you. If any of what you just saw felt familiar, and you also want to break out of the mental prison that stuttering is, I'm building a community for exactly that. A place for people working on their stutter and speech anxiety together instead of figuring it out all alone. In this community, you will find in-detail frameworks that I use on a day-to-day basis, challenges that we can do together, and structured accountability. It's launching very soon. The link's in my bio for the early access. Alright, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.